Have you ever wondered why some people achieve everything they set out to do, while others remain stuck in doubt? The difference comes down to one single element that you'll uncover today. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to transform your mind and banish doubt forever using the most powerful principles Napoleon Hill discovered after studying the brightest minds of his time. Doubt is a silent poison. It creeps into your mind, whispering that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve it, that you'll never make it. And every time you listen to that voice, you surrender your power. But today, that changes. Today, you'll learn how to shut down doubt and ignite your confidence with 3 proven steps that have turned thousands of ordinary people into unstoppable forces. Step 1. Master the power of directed thinking. Napoleon Hill uncovered something revolutionary. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This simple phrase holds the key to all success, but most people miss its true meaning. It's not just about thinking positively, it's much deeper. Your mind is like a magnet, attracting exactly what dominates your thoughts. When doubt takes up that space, you draw in the very circumstances that confirm it. It's a vicious cycle that must be broken immediately. Have you noticed that the most successful people aren't always the smartest or most talented? They're the ones who've mastered ironclad control over their thoughts. Napoleon Hill put it perfectly. Successful people take charge of their minds, directing their thoughts toward their desired goal and away from all circumstances and ideas that don't serve that purpose. An undisciplined mind is like an untended garden. If you don't deliberately plant and nurture, the weeds of doubt will grow unchecked. Think about this. When you first learned to drive, every move required conscious effort. Over time, you started driving on autopilot. The same happens with your thoughts. If you don't take control, your mind runs on autopilot, replaying doubt patterns ingrained since childhood. Ever catch yourself stuck on the same doubts over and over? That's your mind's default setting. Here's the exercise that will transform your thinking. For the next 7 days, every time you notice a doubtful thought, stop it immediately and replace it with its opposite. This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about breaking a pattern. If you think, "I'm not good enough for this job," pause and say, "I have exactly what it takes to excel in this job." Do it even if it feels fake at first. Repetition is the mother of change. Repeat this mantra 3 times every morning. My thoughts shape my reality. I choose thoughts of confidence and certainty. Feel every word. Believe it. Let it sink in. If you want to transform your life, you must start by transforming your dominant thoughts. Here's your first call to action. Take 5 minutes today to write down the doubtful thoughts that hold you back most. Be brutally honest. Then, next to each one, write its opposite as an affirmation. This simple exercise will start rewiring your mind for success. But what if doubt keeps creeping in despite your best efforts? Don't worry, it's normal. That's why you need the second step, which we'll cover next. Step 2. Harness the power of a definite purpose. Napoleon Hill found that every successful person shares one key trait: a clear, definite purpose to which they dedicate all their energy. The lack of a definite purpose in life is the common tragedy of thousands of people. Without a definite purpose, we become toys of random circumstances. The problem is that most people live without clear direction. They wake up each day reacting to what's around them, instead of actively creating their path. And when you lack direction, it's impossible to stay confident because you don't know if you're moving forward or backward. Ever feel like a ship drifting without a rudder? That sense of emptiness and uncertainty is exactly what fuels doubt. The human mind needs direction to operate at its peak. Without it, it fills with scattered thoughts that usually lead to fear and insecurity. Hill said, "Power comes from organized effort, and organization stems from a definite purpose." When you have a clear purpose, your subconscious mind works 24/7 to find solutions and opportunities. Clarity and purpose eliminates doubt because there's no room for it. Think about this. When you truly want something with every fiber of your being, do you question whether you deserve it? No. Doubt creeps in when your purpose isn't strong enough to silence it. A weak purpose breeds weak confidence. A burning purpose creates unshakable confidence. Want to know if your purpose is strong enough? Ask yourself, would I get up at 5 a.m. for this, even when I don't feel like it? Would I keep chasing it after 5 straight failures? If the answer is no, your purpose isn't powerful enough to crush doubt. Here's the transformative exercise for this step, what Hill called defining your chief aim. Grab a blank sheet of paper and write at the top, "My definite purpose is." Then write in vivid detail what you want to achieve, when you want to achieve it, and what you're willing to give in return. Read this statement out loud twice a day, once when you wake up and once before bed. This simple ritual programs your subconscious to constantly seek ways to make your purpose real. When doubt creeps in, return to this statement to remind yourself why you started. A clear purpose is like a lighthouse in the dark. It guides you when you can't see the way. Your mantra for this step: my purpose is bigger than my fears. I move toward my goal with absolute clarity. Repeat it whenever doubt tries to sneak in. Here's your second call to action. This week, set aside 1 full hour to define or refine your definite purpose. Don't skimp on this time. It's the most important investment you'll make in your future. A clearly defined purpose leaves no room for doubt. But what happens when you have a clear purpose and still face obstacles? How do you keep confidence alive when everything seems stacked against you? That's where the third step comes in, the most powerful of all, and we'll dive into that next. Step 3. Build unshakable faith through intelligent persistence. This is the ultimate secret of high achievers. Napoleon Hill said it best. Persistence is to the character of man what carbon is to steel. Most people quit just before they hit success. They don't realize that failure is simply a test of their determination. Every no brings you closer to the ultimate yes. Every obstacle is a chance to prove how much you want it. Hill studied over 500 of the most successful people of his time and found that every single one faced crushing failures before their greatest wins. The difference? How they viewed those failures. Successful people saw each failure as a necessary lesson, an inevitable step towards success. Ever wonder why some people can face rejection after rejection and keep going with their confidence intact, while others crumble at the first criticism? The answer lies in what Hill called intelligent persistence. Intelligent persistence isn't just banging your head against the same wall. It's persevering with purpose, learning and adjusting your approach, but never abandoning your ultimate goal. As Hill said, the world has a habit of typically makes way when it sees a man who knows where he's going. Think of Thomas Edison. He failed over 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked how he felt about so many failures, he said, "I haven't failed. I've found 10,000 ways that don't work." That's the mindset you need to adopt. Failure doesn't exist when every attempt brings you closer to the solution. Doubt feeds on every small failure. It whispers that you're not good enough, that you should give up, that you'll never make it. This is where most people break, but not you. You know doubt is just a test of your commitment. Hill found 4 simple steps to build persistence: a definite purpose, a burning desire, a mind closed to negative influences, and an alliance with people who support your vision. Combine these and persistence becomes second nature. Here's the exercise for this step, what Hill called the persistence inventory. Write down every time in your life when you persisted through challenges and succeeded, big or small. Review this list whenever doubt creeps in. It'll remind you that you've been persistent before and can do it again. Your mantra for this step: obstacles are tests of my desire. Every rejection brings me closer to my goal. Repeat it when challenges arise. Here's your third call to action. Pinpoint one area of your life where lack of persistence has held you back. Commit to 30 days of consistent action in that area, no matter what. Persistence isn't something you're born with, it's a habit you build through daily practice. Intelligent persistence turns doubt into absolute certainty. When you keep going despite obstacles, your mind has no choice but to accept that you will succeed. Doubt can't survive relentless persistence. But there's an even deeper level of confidence that makes you truly unstoppable, tapping into the power of applied faith. We'll explore that next. Step 4. Master the power of applied faith. Napoleon Hill discovered that faith is the foundation of all miracles and mysteries science can't explain. We're not talking about religious faith, but an absolute conviction in your abilities and the achievement of your purpose. Faith is a state of mind that can be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious, Hill explained. In other words, faith isn't something you're born with. It's something you can deliberately develop through consistent practice. Most people wait to feel faith before acting. That's the fatal mistake. True faith grows by acting, as if you already have it. It's a positive cycle. You act with confidence, see small results, which strengthens your faith, leading to bolder actions. Ever notice how truly confident people walk, talk, and carry themselves? They have an unmistakable certainty in their movements. They don't overthink. It's just who they are. That's applied faith in action. Hill found that faith starts with autosuggestion. You must speak to your subconscious mind as if you're already the person you want to be. Autosuggestion is the means by which you access your subconscious, he said. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between real and imagined. It believes whatever you repeat with enough emotion and conviction. Think about this. An Olympic athlete doesn't just train physically but mentally. They visualize victory so vividly, with such emotion, that their body and mind experience it as real. When competition day comes, they're just executing what they've already lived mentally 1,000 times. Here's the transformative exercise for this step. Emotionalized visualization. Spend 10 minutes daily, eyes closed, picturing yourself having achieved your definite purpose. Don't just see it, feel it. Experience the joy, pride, and satisfaction. How does your body feel? What do you see? What are others saying? Make it as real and emotional as possible. Hill found that combining visualization with emotion is the fastest way to program your subconscious. Once your subconscious accepts an idea, it moves heaven and earth to make it real. Your mantra for this step: my faith is stronger than any doubt. I already have everything I need to succeed. Repeat it with total conviction, especially in moments of doubt. Here's your fourth call to action. Identify one area where doubt is paralyzing you. For just 1 week, act as if you have absolute faith in yourself in that area. Walk, talk, and make decisions as if success is already guaranteed. Watch how your experience shifts. Applied faith is the ultimate antidote to doubt. When you act with unconditional faith, the universe conspires to make your dominant thoughts reality. As Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But there's one final element that takes all this to another level, something Napoleon Hill considered the deciding factor between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who settle for moderate success. We'll cover that next. Step 5. Activate the power of the mastermind. This concept, perhaps the most powerful of all Hill's discoveries, can literally multiply your ability to crush doubt and achieve staggering results. The mastermind can be defined as knowledge and power gained through the harmonious coordination of 2 or more people allied to achieve a definite purpose, Hill explained. Simply put, when you intentionally surround yourself with people who share your vision and values, you create a third, more powerful mind that's greater than the sum of its parts. The problem is that most people surround themselves randomly. They spend time with whoever's convenient or nearby, without considering how those people affect their mindset and potential. Ever notice how your confidence shifts depending on who you're with? Some people lift you up, others drain you. Hill discovered that every human mind is like an electric battery, radiating energy that other minds can pick up. When 2 or more minds align in perfect harmony, the energy generated is stronger than any individual's. Ever had that magical moment when you and someone else are so in sync that ideas flow effortlessly? That's the mastermind at work. No individual can have great power without tapping into the mastermind, Hill warned. This explains why great leaders always surround themselves with exceptional teams. It's not coincidence. It's a deliberate strategy to amplify their mental power. Doubt rarely survives in a mastermind environment. When you're surrounded by people who believe in you, share your values, and support your goals, doubt naturally fades. Their positive beliefs reinforce yours, creating an upward spiral that boosts your confidence to levels you could never reach alone. Think of history's great innovators: Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie. They all had mastermind groups. It wasn't ego or chance. They intuitively understood that some challenges are too complex for one mind, no matter how brilliant. Here's the transformative exercise for this step: the circle of 5. Hill advised carefully evaluating the 5 people you spend the most time with. These 5 largely shape who you'll become. Ask honestly, do they lift you up or drag you down? Do they feed your confidence or your doubt? If they're not elevating you, you need to make strategic changes. Start by identifying at least 2 people who embody the mindset and success you want. Find ways to spend more time with them, through mentorships, professional groups, volunteering, whatever it takes. The key is regular connection. Your mantra for this step: I surround myself only with minds that elevate me. My circle determines my confidence. Repeat it when you're tempted to spend time with people who fuel your doubt. Here's your 5th call to action. This week, start one meaningful conversation with someone you admire who exemplifies the confidence you want to build. It could be a mentor, a successful colleague, or even reaching out to someone you respect but don't know yet. One conversation with the right person can erase years of doubt. The mastermind's power is perhaps the fastest way to transform your confidence. As Hill said, great achievements are always the result of minds working together toward a common purpose. Ever notice how doubt grows when you're alone, but when you're with people who believe in you, you feel like you can conquer anything? That's no accident. That's the mastermind in action. When you combine these 5 steps, directed thinking, definite purpose, intelligent persistence, applied faith, and the mastermind, you create a foolproof system to eliminate doubt and ignite unshakable confidence. Napoleon Hill spent 25 years studying the most successful minds of his time to uncover these principles. They're not theories, they're proven laws that deliver predictable results when applied diligently. Absolute confidence is within reach for anyone with the discipline to follow these steps. Now we reach the heart of everything we've learned. The great truth Napoleon Hill discovered after decades of research is this: doubt and confidence cannot coexist in the same mind at the same time. Every thought you have strengthens one and weakens the other. Every day, with every decision, every thought, every person you choose to associate with, you're voting for either doubt or confidence. There's no middle ground. You're either feeding doubt or fueling confidence. The great leaders, innovators, and creators of history weren't born with more confidence than you. They simply understood these 5 principles, consciously or not, and applied them with relentless discipline until confidence became their natural state. Thomas Edison wasn't smarter than his peers. Henry Ford didn't have more resources than others. What they had was unshakable belief in their abilities and an absolute refusal to let doubt control them. You can do the same. In fact, you have more tools than most of them did. You have a clear, step-by-step system to transform your mind and banish doubt forever. The question isn't whether these principles will work for you. They work for anyone who applies them consistently. The real question is, will you have the discipline to apply them every day until confidence becomes your default? Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Right now, your mind has conceived a version of you with unshakable confidence. The next step is to believe it, and the step after that is to act as if it's already true. I'll leave you with a challenge. Write in the comments right now: I choose absolute confidence and reject doubt in every area of my life. This simple act of public declaration triggers something powerful in your subconscious. It's a contract with yourself and the universe. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Thousands of people are reading these same words, committing to these same principles. Together, we form a virtual mastermind, lifting each other toward our highest potential. If this message has moved you, share it with someone who needs to ignite their confidence. Subscribe for more mindset-shifting content and hit the bell so you don't miss a single video. Knowledge without action is worthless. True transformation starts now with your commitment to apply what you've learned. Doubt dies today. Confidence is born now. The choice is yours.